I was having some stomach pain and went into a doctor to have that checked out, and basically he told me that he was going to check me for, he was checking my stomach and said what he thought I had was appendicitis. And an hour after I came out of the x-ray, they told me they were going straight into the operating room to remove my appendix. They resected my small intestine and my large intestine and the stomach. And 3 days later, on my 49th birthday, the doctor came in and told me that where they thought it was maybe gangrene in my stomach was stage 3 colon cancer. And I said that in one statement. And from there, that was my birthday present that year. From there, I was put on a protocol of 5-FU, which is standard protocol for stage 3 colon cancer. And I went through 6 treatments, and that was in March 25th of 2002 that I was diagnosed, and I finished those in September of 2002. And around Thanksgiving of that year, in 2002, I was planting ryegrass, and I had some stomach pains that were coming back, and ended up going to the doctor for them, had some high fevers, and the diagnosis then was that the cancer had recurred and that it was stage 4 colon cancer now. I first applied to MD Anderson, also went to Oshner's over in New Orleans, and my brother asked that I take a look at UAB over in Birmingham. After the first initial visit on January the 2nd of 2003, I'd made my mind up then that that was exactly what we were going to do, was go to UAB and follow through with the recommendations that they made. And pretty much went through another 6 months of chemo and had an operation on January the 8th of 2003. And they went in and they removed cancer from my large intestine, from my small intestine, and did another resection. I think I lost another 1.5 feet of colon and about 1.5 feet or 2 feet of my small intestine, and did the resection. And after that operation, they gave me a choice of some of the different protocols that I could go through with chemo. And one of the protocols that I chose, along with the oncologist, was the CPT-11 and the Xeloda pills. I had read about it while I was taking 5-FU. Statements that the outcome had been used in Europe, and they'd had some very good results. And there was really nothing else in line besides the regular old regime of 5-FU and CPT-11. And I'd heard, after I'd been diagnosed the second time as a recurrence with a cancer, that the Xeloda had been approved. And I took that for a period of 6 months, and I had a lot of good luck on it, and the operation was a successful operation. And at the end of 6 months, the different tests, the PET scan and the CAT scan, were both clear for cancer. Dr. Marty Heslin was my oncology surgeon who performed the surgery on me when I first came to UAB. And I can't say enough good about the treatment that I got from Dr. Heslin, and not only the treatment when he did the operation and right afterwards, but through the years following up on it. There was a genuine concern on how I was doing and how my health was, and it was a real factor. And I think if not, the guy saved my life. What can I say? No matter what institution you go to in the country, that you should at least go to UAB for a second opinion. And the reasons being is the decisions you're going to make is going to be a life and death decision probably on your part. And the decision you make, you're going to have to stick by and you're going to have to live with, and you need to do your own research. And I feel like if you go to UAB, then you've covered the full spectrum. Not to do that, I think, and to start into a protocol to take chemo, I think you'd be shortchanging yourself. It's one thing when you're diagnosed with cancer, most people automatically think they're going to die. Well, I'd made it through the first regime, but when it came back the second time, I figured my number was pretty much up. But I realized that one of the things that it taught me was I try to do something every day that I really enjoy doing, and I'm going to do that the rest of my life. I feel like today I'm probably healthier than I know I'm healthier than I was before I was diagnosed with cancer. I lost 50 pounds during the treatments. I think I'm back up to 250 now, actually 260, but I've lost a little weight here lately. But physically walking 3 miles every morning, mentally I know I'm a lot sharper than I was, I think, before the cancer treatment. And I enjoy life. 1,000 times more. I knew I was going to die at one time. In fact, my original diagnosis, they gave me exactly a 6% chance of survival and 11 months to live, and that was 5 years ago. So I plan on living to be 95, and after that I'll slow down.